Welcome to the another episode of Taarukk. In Kashmir, stress, anxiety has led to a lot of things, even suicides. But certainly there are people who are working in this field as well. Today we have Seerat with us on the show, and we'll talk to her. We'll exactly know how she has been to this point, what's her journey, what's her story.
Taarukk, Stars of Kashmir Season 1.
Hi Seerat, welcome to the show.
Hello, Munawar.
Yeah. So Seerat, tell us something about you. Like, how did you exactly? How did the journey started?
My journey has been started, I guess, since we have been quarantined in here. Like we were quarantined in March session of this year.
Yeah.
And we were in Naugam Residence Hotel. Then there was a group on Yagjot. We girls are connected to over there.
Yagjot. Okay.
Yeah, it's a very good platform for women. I got a call from a girl who was a handicapped one. And that was my first case, and it led to about over 200 cases.
You know, stress, anxiety, these things are very common now in Kashmir. And people like Seerat are working in this field, and it's very great thing for us. Apart from that, Seerat, how did you ended up in being a medical student? Was there any special journey?
Yeah, I was to be very honest, if you ask me what was the aim of your life, it was to build an orphanage home and to have an old age home. It was since my childhood I had that dream. From hook or a crook, I wanted to reach that point. And in a medical student, it was a journey like my father's, that I hope you will become a doctor someday. And then I had the same thing.
Have you done something, as you said, orphanage, although you are doing some social work which is very remarkable, but have you done something regarding this, which you said the word which particularly mentioned orphanage? I
would say that whatever I have done in the one, I have helped one orphan, but I won't say that was something that you can highlight it. It was like a normal help as much as I could to my personal grant.
So Seerat, let's ask you some personal questions, let's know more about you.
Yeah, sure.
Who's your favorite? Is mama or papa?
I have I think I cannot differentiate that.
It's a very difficult question. Yeah.
Actually.
But whom you are very close? It's for your father or mother? Who has been
I'm me and my father maintain a certain relationship. Not we are very close to each other as friends. I directly speak to my father. It's never I have to think about what he's going to think about me or something. Being a girl, I cannot share this thing to my father.
Who's your best friend?
My best friend's name is Maruk.
Okay. Now a question. We'll give you a point on this.
Okay.
If you just answer it correctly, we have already talked to her.
Okay.
So you have to just answer a question regarding her.
Okay.
What's the favorite color of Maruk?
Black.
Do you think it's correct?
I do know, because usually whenever we go outing, she just prefers with black.
Yeah, that's correct answer. You have just kind of scored 1 point on this.
She would have been killed me.
Yeah. So apart from this, what's the common word your friend use? What's that one common word she often use while talking?
I have an expression she uses. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she uses this word.
Okay.
Okay, can you just tell last 4 digits of your friend's number?
No.
So apart from this, we'll just play a lot of games. We'll just ask you some questions on the Kashmiri. Already you have scored 1 point so far of the 2 questions. We'll ask you 3 more questions. Now the second segment of the show is opinion. We'll ask Seerat about the opinion, the stress Kashmiri people are facing. So Seerat, you said this group Yagjot was your inspiration. Have you faced any any person who has been through a lot of stress, and you have exactly helped him or her to come out of the stress?
I would say that many of the cases that come to me, they are probably of the domestic issues of women's after marriage. Usually what I feel.
You think domestic violence is happening more in Kashmir?
Domestic violence is happening in Kashmir. I won't say to a very huge extent, but to an extent it is there.
You have faced some cases like that?
Yeah, I do have some cases, and there are also some cases where after marriage your husband is having some extramarital
affairs. And what's your opinion to overcome this?
I think that it's all responsible to an extent. The responsibility, all what goes on is on man, because he needs to understand what like women has done to his.
Do Kashmiris now need marriage counselors or
I
like
literally feel like that.
I think like yes, it's a moral responsibility of a person to respect each other.
Exactly.
So that needs not to be taught. That should be like inculcated in you when you're it shows your upbringing and all. Okay. And what's like your opinion on the stress management in Kashmir? How people should manage the stress?
सबसे पहले, like I have been talking about it stress since like the day I started. Firstly, if there is something that is bothering you, please speak about it, please. And if there is somebody who
You think speaking is
speaking
important?
is like
So guys, Seerat is mentioning like to speak about something which is worrying you, which is giving you stress, is very important. So you think like we should speak. Whom should we speak to?
I think that I play a major role because I listen. I have that ability to be a good listener. You have to, if you have some friend who is going to listen to you, if you have an understanding parenthood like your father and mother, if they are going to listen and accept your things, like theek hai.
How would you suggest to tackle the worry of sharing something with somebody who may disclose it to somebody else? How would you tackle that worry?
That is exactly choosing your friend.
Okay.
That is exactly
that
what
point you're
comes
saying
you should choose a wise friend. And if you think that whom should I trust, I think that parents are the best friends of yours. Are they all?
So Seerat, what age you think parents should start treating their child or child like on the vice versa, when you should start treating your parents as friends? What's that age?
That is the best age is for the teenage. Parents need to
Should
understand.
parent approach or I don't think at the age
Parents
of 13 you don't have that kind of
won't approach you.
senses.
Exactly, but
So parents
even
should approach.
parents are, to an extent, there are parents who would be seeing you as a kid, like since the kid, like 4-5 year kid.
Okay.
You're same, you be 30, let you be 40 year kid to your parent. But to an parents I would say send this message that please be very cautious about what your child is doing. Like to keep an eye what your child is doing, and don't like even there in the families what usually happen. I will scold my child if he is doing wrong. I will scold rather than teaching him to be in a better way. We will scold that
The
child.
approach has to be different.
Exactly, approach has to be different.
So नाज़रीन यत कत बात किस हिस्सा से इस नाव कशिर कथ यत में इस कोशिश करान कि इस करो सारे कथ कशिर पट इस वनो पनु तहजीब तो तमद्दुद इस करो में आमित योर इस मेहमान आमित यमन सत करो कशिर पटी कथ बे प्रसो यमन सवाल क्या कशिर पट यत में प्रसो यमन त्रे सवाल इस वचो यमन कूता इल्म छु कशिर मुतलिक. So Seerat, तुम छो तैयार? तुम छो तगन कशिर? मतलब आज हिसाब रूदमुत कि सारी करान उर्दू पट कथ सारी करान अस पनुन तहजीब तमद्दुद ब्रोट पकनावन इसीलिए थोमुत यत में हिस्सा यत में कशिर पटी करो कोशिश कथ करने अत मज कहीं लफ्ज इस्तेमाल करुन बे कुन मतलब बे कुन जबान हुंद तो तुम प्रसो त्रे सवाल कशीर मुतलिक. तो गोडनिक सवाल सीरत कत शहरस कशीर मज कत शहरस वनान कदलन हुंद शहर तो तुम वनियो मे 5 कदलन हुंद नाव. कत शहरस वनान कदलन हुंद नाव?
श्रीनगर.
अच्छा श्रीनगर. सह सही जवाब. वन वनियो तुम वनियो 7 कदलन हुंद नाव. यह वारिया कदल.
अच्छा अमीरा कदल जन कदल अच्छा नौ कदल बुहर कदल
और
कौन से कदल है?
लाल चौकस मस कुस कदल छु?
लाल चौकस मस कुछ छु ना शायद अमीरा कदल.
अच्छा अमीरा कदल.
बे कुछ
राजबागस मस कुस कदल छु?
जीरो ब्रिज.
तथ वनान जीरो ब्रिज.
कदल वनो से तेल तथ वैसे दैट इज अ ब्रिज.
ना तथ जीरो ब्रिज वनान.
जीरो ब्रिज.
गए 5
बे कुछ बचो आते.
ऐल कदल.
ऐल कदल.
अच्छा थोड़ा हेल्प करो. चलो ठीक है मून चलो 5 वने में कथ यत कट हस ते द्राय न वापस हस ते द्राय न वापस तो बुजो कोड कपस. अमुक मतलब क्या छु? कपस को कॉटन. कशिर पटा कर वन कॉटन यमिक पलव बनावन. तो वन मे अमुक मतलब क्या?
मे बी शायद किसी की हार्ड वर्क मतलब कुछ भी हो वो चीज.
अमुक मतलब गो कुन विज छु आसान कम यत न बादशाह तक हेकान कर मगर तथ कह लकूट नफर निवान कर ये
To an extent I was right किसी की hardship का कोई असर नहीं
तो
हो
इस वारिया क्लोज तो ये दोयम सवाल तुम मगर तुम दितु ना जवाब कह तो वन प्रिंसो तो आखिरी सवाल कशीर मज वारिया दरियाब या झील या इन लेक तो वनो इंग्लिश पे तुम वनो मे ये वारिया नाग तुम वनो मे 7 लेक्सन हंद या दरियाबन हंद नाव वनो तो मे कशीर मज
सब सारी खुद गोड डल लेक पत नगीन लेक पच मानसबल लेक पच बेकुस बचो आते तारसर लेक मारसर लेक हरभवन लेक बेकुस रूद आते सत्यम वुलहार लेक
वुलर
हाँ वुलर लेक
सीरत तुम दितु 3 सवालों में 2 सवाल सही जवाब मतलब कुल मिलत वनो 5 सवालों में प्रिसु तुम दितु 3 सही जवाब मतलब तो सही जहानत वनो तुम गयु पास अके हिसाब so guys next round which is rapid fire round we'll ask Seerat some questions about being it's like some rapid fire questions and we'll see her reaction what will be the reaction on those questions and it will be totally related to our culture it will be totally related to our society. So Seerat, I'll ask you a few questions, maybe 2 or 3 questions. And so first of all, if we talk about Kashmiri singers, you have to select one singer. It's Ali Saifuddin or Yawar Abdul.
Yawar Abdul.
Which song you like about Yawar Abdul?
That one, that famous one.
Tamanna. Do you know the daughters of Mehbooba Mufti?
Yeah, I do.
What are their names?
Irtika and Iltija, I guess.
Who
is the elder one.
Okay, Irtika or Iltija?
Irtika.
Irtika, why?
Irtika, I guess.
If you have to choose between Mehbooba Mufti and Omar Abdullah, whom will you choose?
I will choose Omar Abdullah.
Why?
He has brains.
He has brains. That's cool. Like that exactly ends this round, and now we have something for you to. You have to do something for us, and we do activities in this round. Okay. So I'll give you a Kashmiri tongue twister. Okay. You have to say this tongue twister 15 times. Okay. So the tongue twister is like this. Lal gomai kralwan. Kralwan means I told you it's a crockery shop. Lal gom वहाँ से क्या लाएंगे? Lal gomai kralwan pyal zanani. You have to say this 15 times. So your time starts now.
Lal gomai kralwan भूल गई.
Lal gomai kralwan pyal zanani.
Pyal zanani. Lal gomai kralwan pyal zanani. Lal gomai kralwan pyal zanani. Lal gomai kralwan pyal zanani.
Okay, 4 fast.
You made me forget. Lal gomai
kralwan
pyal zanani. Lal gomai kralwan pyal zanani. Lal gomai kralwan pyal zanani. Lal gomai kralwan pyal zanani. Lal gomai pyal.
Gromai kuch.
I'm so sorry. Lal gomai kralwan.
Lal gomai pyalwan.
नहीं kralwan pyal zanani. Lal gomai kralwan pyal zanani.
9.
It's 10.
Okay, 11.
Lal gomai kralwan pyal zanani. Lal gomai kralwan pyal zanani. Lal gomai kralwan pyal zanani.
Yeah, that was really nice try. I would say you have done a commendable job. Guys, you can also send us the tongue twisters in the comment section, on our different social media pages. You can, if you have any tongue twisters, you can also send them. We can ask our guest in any of the show. So coming to the next segment of this show, that's what's happening now in your life. Seerat, we'd love to know exactly what's happening in your life. Although you recently got engaged, I would say, again, I will congratulate you on that.
Thank you so much.
But apart from that, when it comes to the social work, what's exactly happening in your life?
Actually, I had taken a break for 2 weeks, but I'm again on the track right now. I'm helping women, 3 families right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to help one with the job, and another one is again a job seeking person, and the third one is an orphan person.
Have you faced the criticism so far?
Obviously, a lot.
Okay. But criticism is always a part of when you just grow. But when it comes to the negative criticism, that brings a lot of negativity in our society. There is always, there is already a lot of depression, anxiety in the people, and you cannot, when somebody is trying to cope up with these things, and we should rather not, encourage those people rather than, discouraging them. Apart from this, what challenges you have faced, at present, because we are talking about now?
Because at present I feel like there is I need to have time management, and I need to have people who really love to work in that work. like in that field actually. There are people who will take, like, I'm not even getting associated to some NGOs. Reason is because I cannot trust anyone. Recently I was trolled by some.
Have you tried to build your own team?
I am trying. I'm still on the go, but like I need to be very cautious.
Would you like do something? You have been doing a lot of things for Kashmir, so would you continue this thing? Or?
Yeah, I have to continue. That's the reason I'm coming back to Kashmir.
Okay.
Like after, as soon as I complete my MBBS, I will just switch back to Kashmir. It's like then I have to work.
That's really wonderful, Seerat. Any message, like that's the last segment. We just want you to speak out of your heart for like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Any message you would like to give to the audience?
Yeah, I would really say that कश्मीर में जो लोग हैं ना, इनमें इंसानियत जो है ना वो बहुत ज़्यादा भरी हुई है. And I want to say, like, I want to appeal to everybody. आप में जो इंसानियत है वो कभी नहीं ख़त्म करना. मैंने हमेशा देखा है, मतलब I have been into, like, not even in India, मैंने बाहर भी जाई हूँ, मतलब इंडिया से बाहर भी देखी हूँ, लेकिन जहाँ मैंने कश्मीर की इंसानियत देखी है, like what you say कश्मीरियत देखी है, वो मैंने कहीं नहीं देखी. I want to appeal everybody that please इंसानियत कभी नहीं खोना. Like this is the only thing that we are united together. And यहाँ पे since 5th August 1 साल भी हो गया, still हम लोग अभी तक हमारी इकोनॉमी चल रही है. Nobody is so far, like अभी तक कोई पत्थर नहीं पड़ा है. Reason यही है कि हमें काफ़ी इंसानियत है और वो चीज़ कभी नहीं खोना.
Seerat, it was very nice talking to you, and thanks for coming to the show, and thanks for having a wonderful time with us. We hope what we did was a lot of fun, and but exactly we hope you be like an inspiration for a lot of people out there, and you keep doing the wonderful job. Thanks for coming to the show. Thank you.